2026 is shaping up to be a really strange year for drone launches, mainly because the FCC has effectively blocked new foreign-made drones from being sold in the US. Now, the key word here is new. Any drone that already has FCC approval can still be imported and sold, but future drones that haven't gone through that approval process yet can't, unless they're granted special permission. So what does that mean in real terms? Well, it means drones like the DJI Mavic 4 Pro or Flyability's Helios 3 can still be sold in the US, even though they're made by foreign companies, because they already received FCC approval. But something like a future Mavic 5 Pro or Helios 4 wouldn't be able to launch in the US under the current rules. Because of that, 2026 is sadly not about unlimited new drone launches. It's about which drones already cleared regulatory hurdles, which ones didn't, and if there are any new domestic drones being made. With that context, let's talk about the drones that are realistically on the radar for 2026. Hey everyone, Adam here from UAV Coach, a leading drone education company. The first drone that feels closest to launch is the DJI Avata 360. This is expected to combine DJI's FPV-style Avata airframe with an integrated 360-degree camera, likely the Osmo 360. It seems to be competing with the anti-gravity A1, which is the other new 360 drone that just came out. It seems to be a very creator-focused drone rather than something aimed at freestyle FPV pilots. The big reason that this one matters is that it already received FCC approval, which makes a US launch very likely, possibly even right at the start of the year. Another interesting one is the DJI Lito X1, or possibly just the Lito 1. This one is still a bit of a mystery. It doesn't clearly fit into DJI's existing product lines, which suggests it could be a new drone entirely or something completely different, rather than a simple refresh. The important detail here is that it also received FCC approval, making a 2026 launch realistic, likely sometime in the first half of the year. Where things get more uncertain is with drones like the DJI Air 4. Historically, the Air series has been one of DJI's most consistent and popular lineups, and based on past release patterns, an update does feel overdue. That said, the Air 4 has not received FCC approval yet, which puts its US availability in question. If it does launch in 2026, it would likely be later in the year, and it would probably focus on incremental upgrades like better image processing, improved obstacle avoidance, and slightly longer flight time. The same uncertainty applies to the DJI Avata 3. Even with the Avata 360 expected to introduce a new creative direction, a more traditional next-generation Avata still seems to be on DJI's roadmap. Leaks suggest it's in development, but again, without FCC approval, a US launch in 2026 is far from guaranteed. If it does happen, it would be a late year release with refinements rather than a dramatic overhaul. There's also the HOVERAir AQUA, a waterproof self-flying camera drone designed for action sports and casual creators. It's built to take off and land on water, follow users while surfing or kayaking, and stay under the 249-gram threshold. While it's already been announced, 2026 is when we'll likely see wider availability and actual real-world adoption. Now, it's also worth mentioning that not all 2026 drones are aimed at consumers. On the enterprise and public safety side, there are drones that were announced in 2025, but are expected to really start shipping and scaling in 2026. For example, Skydio's F10 is a long-range, fixed-wing platform designed for government and defense use, with flight times measured in hours, not minutes, which is pretty cool. The R10 is another big one, already being used by law enforcement for indoor situational awareness, communication, and surveillance during active incidents. But besides that, there unfortunately doesn't seem to be any domestic consumer drones on the horizon. So the big takeaway is that 2026 isn't going to be a flood of brand new drones. It's going to be a selective year shaped heavily by regulation, approvals, and timing. Some drones will launch because they already cleared the system. Others may be delayed, limited, or skipped entirely in the United States. If you're a drone pilot, the smartest move right now is understanding why certain drones are likely to launch and others aren't, and decide for yourself if it's worth it that you wait on some of these. We'll keep tracking this closely and breaking it down as things change. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Until next time, blue skies and safe flying.